Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to make this dollar bed with a heart-shaped pillow. This is one I came up with while trying to figure out how to build the dollar bed. And then once I did, I said, you know what, it'd probably be pretty easy to add a heart-shaped headboard on it. And then after I did that, I said, you know what if I just made a heart pillow? And so that's kind of how I got here. So here's how we make it. All we need is a single crisp dollar bill. What we're going to do is we're going to take this bill and then we're going to make like we're going to fold this in half. So we're going to go corner to corner and then we're just going to pinch the sides down. So give it a little pinch right there. Do the same on this side, just like that, and then I'm going to open it up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the bottom half, I'm going to fold this up using these crimp lines as our reference, and then I will, once I get that lined up, I will cinch it across, just like so. Give that a good cinch. Then I'm going to do the same to the other side, except this is easier because I can just butt that up against the edge of the other bill. Just like that. Okay, so at this point what I'm going to do is, using this side of the bill, we're going to make the water bomb base on this side. So I'm going to take this edge, I'm going to fold it along the top, unfold it, and then fold it again on the bottom. So take this, fold that, put a crease down there, I'm going to unfold it, and then I'm going to fold that again to the other side. And then I'm going to unfold that. Now what that does is that's going to create that X pattern. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it down with my thumbs. Then with my index fingers I'm going to push in the sides. And then I'm going to pull down the top. But I'm not going to crimp it just yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to check the nose. Make sure that comes to a point right there. Get a good point. Then I will line up these triangles, or the tips of these triangles, with the triangles below. Oops. And once I'm happy with that, I will crease that. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tip of this triangle and I'm going to fold it down to the base of the triangle. And I'm just going to crimp that down. I'm going to make that as straight as possible. Give that a good crimp. And then unfold that. Alright, so at this point what we're going to do is, using this crease we made, I'm going to lift this upper flap, hold these center ones down, and fold that up. Alright, so you'll feel that crease that we just made. And then what we're going to end up doing is I'm going to fold these down, making a point. But here's a trick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these corners and then I'm going to fold them with these corners below. So as I fold those down, I line those up. So I get them lined up right where I want it. Then I will crimp those down. And then that tends to make a pretty good, keeps them together. Just like that. Okay? Alright, so now I'm going to turn the bill sideways. I'm going to lift up this upper flap. And these creases we made earlier, I'm just going to kind of re-emphasize those. Then I'm going to pick this up, and then we're going to do this reverse fold under here. Just like so. Now another trick, just to make sure they're lined up well, we have that fold there. I want this corner, this upper corner, if you can see that, right up there, this paper should lay down right next to it. So right to that tip, we go right there. See how I did that? That's not real critical, so if you're not perfect, that's okay. That's going to be fine. Okay, I'm going to do the same to the other side. So I'm going to lift that, re-emphasize that crease, lift up the pocket, fold that in, going to line up that corner, and I will fold that down. So at this point, this is what our bill looks like. So now what we're going to do is flipping it on this side. I'm going to make a crease from this corner to this corner, pulling this guy down. So I'm going to fold that down. And the more important part is to make sure that this is straight. So we're going to make sure that's straight on the back. And once we like that positioning, we will crimp that down. Okay? Now you can see this is already starting to turn into the heart. This is going to be the pillow. So for now, we're going to just kind of leave that alone. We're going to start to work on the foot of the bed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this side here and I'm going to fold it back just on the inside of this circle. Okay? The big trick is if you fold it on the other side, what you want to do is you want to make sure that the amount of paper you fold back is larger than these sides. Okay? So I'm going to fold this back, keep it straight with the rest of the bill, put a good crease on that. Alright, then on this side what I'm going to do is right about where that N is, I'm going to fold that forward. And this is the same thing, so we're going to make that fold larger than the amount of half paper we have on the bottom. And we're going to use that to help fasten the bed together. Alright, so once I have that crease, then I'm going to fold this down. And remember this crease here we made, so I'm going to fold this just under where, so I'm not going to go all the way up to the top. I'm going to be just short of the top there. Okay, I'll fold that down. And as you can see, it's going to sit like that. Our bed is forming. Let's flip this over, and we're going to lift up these sides here. And what we're going to do is we're going to try and keep these straight. And then we're going to fold these so that this should be kind of a 90 degree, this should be a straight fold across, just like so. If it's not, don't worry about it, it's not real critical, so we can correct all that. We're going to do the same to this side. And then we're going to, on the foot of the bed, what we're going to do is we're going to fold the paper out. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to make that straight crease. Oops. Just like this. So that when we fold this in, it's kind of level. See, we get a good triangle. This may take a little practice. It doesn't always go right the first time. So we'll fold that out. Keep that straight. We're going to find that point and crease that across. Fold that in. Now you'll notice that when we fold this in, this part is higher than the rest of the bed. This is intentional. What we want to do is, remember how I said we wanted to facet this so that it all holds itself in place. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to take the part that's higher and then we're going to fold it around. So we're going to fold it into the bed. Here, let's start on this side. We're going to fold that, fold it on this side, then we're going to fold the foot of the bed. Fold that whole thing in. I'm going to kind of crease it so that we get our square look back. Alright, so you see how that holds itself in? Just kind of crease that. Now on this side what we're going to do is, how this part is a little farther beyond, we're going to do the same kind of thing. So we're going to fold this back. I'm going to fold that back just like so. And that will hold itself in place. Now we flip it over and we come back to the pillow. So at this point what we're going to do is we just need to shape our pillow. So we're going to just kind of fold in our corners like so, then the insides, and you can shape it into whatever shape heart you want. If you wanted that shallow heart or if you wanted a deeper one. Whatever you'd like. But there is the bed with a heart-shaped pillow. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time.